Mahima Singh, the point I want to make is it seems that, journalists, free press is utopian and we are always collateral to politics because yes, it did happen in your time, not just an IT crackdown but also initiations of ban where the BBC here, I'm just using it as a metaphor, is concerned. Forget about what happened during the emergency.
Preeti, what happened during our time, I think now we are 8 years into the BJP rule and they're sitting here with a heavy majority. You know, you often say that two bads do not make a right. Maybe some actions may have been out of the place, but I think many of them were very much in place. But as I said earlier, I will repeat, we have never been at this rank world over in terms of World Press Freedom Index. We are at a 150th position out of 180 today. We are being looked down at the...
Sir, I'll come to you, let her finish. Go ahead, ma'am, make your point.
We are being looked down at as a democracy by the world in terms of world press freedom. We have just seen the release of Siddique Kappan, and many of his like are sitting behind the bars still. This amount of arrests of journalists, indigenous journalists, have never happened, Preeti. You can please point out if I am wrong. It has never happened. The amount of journalist arrests, the amount of raids on media houses, the fall in the index in press freedom. I think these are all firsts.
Okay, Sardar RP saying, let's just say for the sake of what you're, initiating, or even with the examples, especially the emergency, the Congress was way worse than you. But the Congress was voted out for exactly those reasons, sir. The Congress is not in power. So to constantly bring in that you did so, they're not in power. They were booted out and you've come back with the heaviest mandate and hopefully one would think you'd be different than the Congress. You're not.
And I must add here,
well, again, I'm not quoting any...
They're functioning with a China-like mentality.
Madam, let's not heckle. Okay, RP Singh, please answer and then I'm going to close the debate. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I'm not quoting what Nehru did by tinkering with the freedom of press and freedom of liberty of the people's expression. I'm not talking about Indira Gandhi's emergency. I'm not talking about Rajiv Gandhi's those postal bill and then what they did clamping on Indian Express as a group. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if there is some if there is some illegality being done by any company for that regard, any corporation for that regard, I mean, they have to be clean. I mean, they have to come clean on it and then still wait for some time. Probably tomorrow morning the income tax will give you all details of what all has happened. I mean, let's wait till that time. Why?
What happened at National Herald? What happened at National Herald?
Okay.
You want to know from the BJP what happened with the National Herald? What is happening with all that?
You swindle and bungle. You swindle and bungle. You swindle and bungle. You are out on bail.
RP Singh and Mahima Singh, I appreciate you both for joining us. Let's just file out of this debate. Thank you there.